Last Saturday, I watched my husband carry an overnight bag out the front door for the third weekend in a row, tossing me his usual excuse about late shifts and team building. I laughed it off to my friends, called him a workaholic, but the pit in my stomach grew every time he disappeared. The strange part? He'd always come back with the smell of my neighbor's jasmine bush on his jacket, a detail I chalked up to coincidence because, honestly, who would believe anything else? But then, last night, I stepped outside to bring in the recycling and heard children's laughter echoing from the next yard over. That's when I saw him, my husband, swinging a little girl in circles while another woman watched, her hand on his back like she'd done it 1,000 times. My heart didn't just break, it detonated. When he caught my eye, he froze, and the woman's smile faded as realization spread across her face. We didn't yell, at first. He rushed over, eyes wild, stammering nonsense about complicated situations. The woman followed, holding the girl's hand, and suddenly I saw it, the same dimple in her cheek as my husband, the same wary tilt of his head. Turns out, his work weekends had been spent sleeping just 20 feet away, building a life with a woman and 2 kids he never mentioned, in the house next door I'd wave to every morning. I wanted to hate him, to hate her, to hate myself for missing all the signs, but standing there, all I felt was numb. The worst part wasn't the betrayal, it was the twisted relief flooding through me, because deep down, I'd always suspected something was wrong. I realized I'd been clinging to the fantasy of our marriage out of fear of being alone, not love. Now, with the truth glaring at me from the porch lights of the house next door, I had no choice but to figure out who I was without him, because clearly, I'd never really known him at all.